Hello everyone, I'm Raven and today we are continuing our Roots of Pacha playthrough. I do hope we'll find some more tree fruits like mangoes and coconuts. And we passed out last night because I lost track of time. Look at that, wild tomatoes and tamed tomatoes. What do we have? Ooh, maybe we'll sell that. Talk to Knock so we can get some cheese. Talk to those two. Oh man. Fellas, I think we need to talk to everyone. Alright. This is the wild box, and this is for tamed fruits. Domesticated harvest. Right. There. We'll start by selling this. Should get us a decent amount of money to begin with. It worked. Juk and I used the fur and wood you gave us to make a structure. He wove the fur tight enough so only the water from the milk would drain. Then I hung up the cloth from the structure I had built. We did it. We made cheese. And it was delicious. Alright. So we've talked to a couple people. We can't fulfill her request yet because the clan needs, what is it, 4,000 more points. As a kid, the clan made fun of my dashing. That's why I don't do it as much as the others, even if it is fun. He doesn't want to dance. Anyways, this one is empty. For now. We have bison. I think they leave their stables at 8. We don't have eggs yet. The goat will be moved in here once this is finished. I guess none of them have milk. Not today at least. Alright, let's grab this and prune their boar fur. Why boars have fur like this, I don't know, but... Oh, cutscene. Alright everyone, let's do that again. Not that I need a break or anything, but I think Chelro does. What do you mean? I'm fine. I definitely don't need a break either. But I should chat with Yuri Raven. I've been meaning to talk to you. Did you hear the good news? You were right. Some traditions are worth changing. Garrick won the Battle of the Wits. He said the competition was unarmed. I'm not sure what arms have to do with it though. Point is, we won. Thanks to Garrick. Thanks to you too, Mana. She's been changing other traditions too. Like her idea to rotate who leads practice. I thought it would be a good idea to have each of us lead. Then we can bring out the best in each other. Or, you know, wear all the men out completely while you're perfectly fine yourself. I hope the best of me is sweat, because that's all I seem to do lately. Well, it is summer and a heat wave. Just a few more reps and it'll be your turn to lead. Great. Seriously though, you should get some, breaks when you're working out. No need to try to show off and outdo yourself. Your limits can be moved by practice, not by overextending yourself. Alright, that's that taken care of. Sadly, no mangoes. Alright. No one on this side to talk to. Well, I suppose I should talk to all of them. Ambition can be good, but mana may have too much of it. Alright. Don't think they say anything new, so I'm not gonna read it. That's a bit of the problem with these games, like you need to talk to everyone every day so you don't lose friendship points, but they don't say anything interesting new. That's the one bad point. I'm thinking of whether I should link this channel to my other one that I haven't used in a while, because I have shared my attempt at making a game on there. I'm still working on it, but nothing I can really show off, and I haven't been working on it very consistently because I'm busy with other stuff. But it would be a farming game where there's actually interesting new stuff to be said every day, simply because I hated this function so much in other games. But it'll be a few years at the very least before that becomes anything playable. What do you guys think? Should I link it, my other channel? Or do you think it's as much shit as this little poop here? I really thought there was another bison I was using my flute on. Yes, there it is. Yes, we shall invite this bison. Here we go. I haven't named it yet. I'm going to see which ones do we have. Brown, Sembayan, Dulce de Leche, and Fluffy Brown. Bark Bison, Dust Cloud, and something else. What are you? Bark. And it's female, so we'll let you in. Alright, another one's on the way. What are you? Dulce de Leche. We also don't have that one. Right, that's what I said, right? Already forgot. Now we have it, so Bark and Dust Cloud, which doesn't seem to be around right now. That's the one we just did, okay. I think the last two might be grey ones, which aren't here at the moment. I think maybe they change on Mondays. I hope I don't lose the one I've just fluted on. Why hello there. After watching bees work, I admire them even more. But more importantly for us, I learned what kinds of places they like to build their hives. Hooray, I have a beehive. There seems to be a relationship between them and the flowering plants they live near, so you might want to experiment with that in your fields. Alright, now let's have a normal conversation for friendship points. Alright, she's there. I need to see them. Okay, let's go pick up that seed and maybe see if there are any ostriches. We haven't gotten yet. It's like I'm playing Pokemon. Gotta catch all the color Pokemons or animals. Alright, which colors do we have? We have the dark ones, the light. Only 3, so I don't know what this one is. It's gonna be the white one. Okay. Green and the 2 browns. We have mustard. You are not a mustard. You are light dust. There we go. One more day. What about you? Alright, that's also a June. Okay, I think we're out now. Yep. We are out of tries. We found more shit. Okay. The mandrakes don't seem to be coming back this season. Ooh, almonds. Are the ladies still here? Looks like they are. Ooh, almond knowledge increased. We talked to them, we did. We have not yet talked to Grandpa. We talked to them. Okay, let's go to the beach. With a quick pit stop here, I guess. Since finding water around here is pretty easy, I've been adding fruit and herbs to the water, like added the sweeter teas. I let one sit for a long time and it started to have a strong but nice burn to its taste. I think if we had a way to make these drinks more consistent, we could have something really delicious. That's right, we're gonna get drunk. 5 any juice, 5 hardwood, 20 plant fiber. Right, any juice. I think that means tomato juice will do. 20 of these. Alright, my juicer. Do you think there's something like tomato beer? I certainly never heard of it, but tomato beer, tomato wine, tomato liquor, something. Because they say any juice. And in theory, I suppose, it should work. But whether it exists is a different thing. Right, here he is, talking to my cat. Alright, your idea. This is perfect. Let's see what I can mix up. Cheers. We've talked to her. Sure, let's pick these up for a change. We haven't in a while. 4. Did one go double? Come on. Really? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No dates, no coconuts. How disappointing. I'm gonna go check on my fish and go to the forest. Oh, I should probably... Yeah, hang on a second. Let's put this, let's put it here. Now let's grab, it's gonna be here. I think we can take 2. Alright, we're making cheese. And sure, let's put it here. We'll get something out of it later, probably. At least 500. More than 600 probably. We've spent more time looking around than I expected. Alright, here are all the ladies. I forgot about it. The clan has been so creative lately. Imagine the art we could make if we had a spot to share our techniques. Everyone could make art for their homes. Alright, 10 hardwood and 10 of any white flour. I guess that'll be the next day that we can unlock this. Yeah, we can talk about it later. And wow, this is a long conversation we're having. No clue what she said, I didn't read it. Strawberries. Hooray. Alright, let's talk to let's take a look in the cave for the mushrooms. still have beads. This cave still thinks it's spring. And these don't give seeds, they give actual food. And we need to unlock the bear totem to get past that. And now let's go make sure we didn't miss anyone that we should have spoken to. You know, after grabbing these last seeds. Just one, let's see, how much do we have? 8 of them, so there's gonna be 2 more days of grabbing seeds for my minimum requirement. Alright, what's up with the people? Frere, Garrick, Chuk, Myri, Tari. Are you here? He's not. Okay. We need to talk to him, to her. Alright. Let's see. Those 2. I think that's everyone. Alright, double check. Myri. Where is she? She's at home, okay. Hopefully she isn't sleeping yet, because I do know she goes to bed pretty early. Okay, she's just painting the stars. Let's drop off our findings. Okay. Let's see, among my seeds I want to plant something else, even though I'm not really going to go all out until, you know, I can do proper irrigation, because it takes quite a bit of stamina and time to water everything. That's just summer. Chili seeds. Yeah, let's go with the chili seeds. Okay. There we go. They'll still be here in fall, so that's good. Now, where's my last bison? The one I still needed to name. Right. It's probably you. There we go, bison fur. Okay. We were naming them not names. What should this one be named? I already forgot what. kind of seeds we had. Sesame, walnut, coconut. Yeah, I don't know immediately. There are two types of fur. I'm pretty sure there will be another one from what were they? Llamas? Something akin to llamas at least. They do have food. Did I see everything? Yeah, Inza wasn't here, I don't think. And her ID will be for tomorrow. Three hours. 2 hours. Let's go catch a couple of fish. Not names for the bison. Yeah, I'm really not sure what I should do for that. I still see the leche, like leche is milk, but I already have a coconut. Alright, are these fish ready? They are. Yeah, that's gonna earn us quite a decent amount of money. Maybe even enough to do a third upgrade here. This is the ostriches. Okay. Oops. My cheese would also be almost ready, but no, this one. If you take 2 of these, then we can make almond milk, and then we can make almond cheese. I have now remaining. There we go. Ibex cheese. I'm gonna put it up in here. I forgot about all of these. Well, we have cheese. Wasn't there a recipe that we could make with cheese? Any meat? We don't have squash. We don't have oats. We don't have the knife yet. Let's see, maybe in the big kitchen over here we might have some other options. Right, fermented grain, that's gonna be for after we're done. Aha, any cheese and wheat flour. Okay, we can make flour. Okay, we have enough time. This is for flour, isn't it? Yep. Here. Any grain. This is the only grain we have left. That's not ideal actually. What grain? Millet. I think this might be a grain. We also have 13 of that. Let's plant that. And now let's take one cheese and cook it. Isn't in the other kitchen? Damn it. Huh? What the hell? I have flour. Don't tell me it was only wheat flour, because that could be possible. Yep, it's wheat flour. I should have looked a bit closer. Oh well, let's put these two back then. What's in here? Nothing. Okay. Seeing as there's nothing, I'm gonna put these fish in it. And we will not pass out today. Yes, we shall sleep. Yep. That's enough for Reese's thing, but not yet for the copper works. 1000 points. Not bad if I do say so myself. I completely forgot about festivals in this game. Probably because there weren't any in spring. But yeah, here we go. Cave painting festival. A gift from Nook. We will sell that. Crawl has finished, and because it's a festival we probably can't ask him to build the next thing. Reese's idea was 10 hardwood and 10 flour, maybe. Hello, good morning kitty. Now just because it's a festival does not mean we don't have other things to do. Let's say hello to all our animals. With the flute too, because it's a Monday, which means we can boost our heart level a bit. Alright, one of them has milk. And we need to fill in those 3. That's not an immediate concern. Um, I still haven't thought of a name for this bison. Unless I find Coconut and rename him. You shall be Almond from now on. There we go. And then the milk bison can be Coconut. There we go. And this one's still empty. Yep. Alright. That's still dripping. Nope. This one. That's where I put my fish. I'm gonna go see the animals up here. Catch a couple more. Now we can't go too late today or we will miss the festival. Alright, since that's an adult, it will need another day. This little baby should be fine after this. We will do that. I'm not sitting them or them, which makes this the only one that's available. Let's work this. This. Right, and we have chili seeds down there, but technically good and chili. Nobody here. I'm gonna use the shortcut to the beach. I am not. Oh shit. We can't use the shortcut. There's our last one. Okay. Yes, you are invited. Okay. Just gotta check out the beach real quick. These fish, 5 hours. Is already okay. I'm not gonna sell these. Real milk cheese is far more expensive. Oh shit, but I almost forget to water these. Honestly, I should have planted these over here, and they would have been watered already. And what are you doing here? Festivals are a good time to let loose a little. Okay, I guess she's here for the festival then. Let's see. No dates or coconuts in this part. Why, hello there, guys. I think Inza will also be here, so we can do that quest. Alright, what you got for us? I made this a harpoon. Now we can both fish without bending over, and I don't have to hear Chaffee tell me to let the young do it. Alright, regular conversation for friend joints. And here. We are going to put these here, with the other ones. And I do want to run through the forest, so I'm not taking the shortcut to the cave there. And sell this stuff. Alright, there was 10 hardwood, 10 wildflowers, okay. I don't know if we'll be able to request it, but that doesn't not count as a flower. I think this might count as a flower. Alright, now we are ready to venture into the caves. Hang on, let me Why, hello there, guys. No poor colors that we need. Did I just walk past the goats without seeing them? Anyways, let's make sure we pick up the lost seed over here. And then we're good to go. To the festival. Yeah. This has to be my favorite festival. Okay, you drew. I'm not sure what that is actually. The back kind of Reminds me of a bison, but that head is definitely not a bison. It's too bad the wolves didn't join us. They'd love to howl in here. When the music sounds this good, I just have to dance. I don't know how everyone isn't dancing right now. Garrick says dancing is good for generating ideas. At this rate, I should have a mountain-sized file by the end of the night. It's good to see everyone so happy at festivals. I've joined other Pacha clans for this festival, but I like the vibe of this one. Okay. Let's dance along with everyone else. Okay, that's enough. Our buildings painted on these walls look good. Yeah, only dark. We might not be able to do any quests. Once I came across a village that was having the same festival. The cave echoed with music as it does now. We ate, drank, and danced deep into the night. Before I knew it, I fell asleep leaning against a wall. The next morning, I found myself alone in this cave. The tables that once held food were covered in dust, as if they hadn't been used in years. But the loose ground was packed with fresh footprints. Reese loves this festival. We're lucky to have such a close place to paint our histories. I asked Teddy to tell a spooky story, but she said she didn't want to bother the ghosts that live here. She's joking, right? Would you like to hear Lion's story? Yeah. When Pacha first brought Lion into the world, she lived amongst the leaves. But her paws were awkward on the tiny branches. Mother, why did you give me such big paws? She asked. They're your paws, Pacha told her. When Lion hunted in the trees, she often fell from the branches. Mother, why did you give me such bad balance? Lion asked. I didn't, Pacha answered. Angry, Lion let out a roar and jumped to the ground below. If only I didn't have to hunt in the trees, Lion thought. She rested her big head on her paws and watched the antelope run by. Then she had an idea. She moved softly to the edge of the glade. When a doe grazed nearby, she leapt out of the brush and took down her prey. After she had her fill, she found a nice cozy cave to take a nap in. Mother, Lion said, I'm not built to live in trees. I'd rather live in these caves. I know. It's good to see that you do too. There. Cave Lion story. Yvonne should be over here listening to this, because her totem is a cave lion. Hey, where did you come from? There are plenty of empty walls to paint. Go on and make your mark. I've never been great with paint. As children, Acre and I used to paint our crushes at these festivals. We thought it would make them a reality. But I'm glad they never did. By honoring the accomplishments of our past, we were able to ensure great things in our future. There's a lot of us to paint these days. The energy here is strong but pleasant. One day I'll do something worth painting. Are you going to paint something? A blank wall is so full of possibilities. It's a little spooky in here. The kids are probably scared. The walls look cool, even if they are closing in on me. Normally I judge a place based on its fishing spots, but it's pretty neat in here. Are there any festivals better than this one? I didn't think so. Oka has such a great rhythm, doesn't she? Painting is fun, even if I'm not great at it. Honoring our accomplishments is a good reason to get together. If it were up to me, these walls would be covered in paintings of the fields. Are you throwing shade at me for not planting enough crops? Is that it? grandparents, am I right? Alright, what should I paint? First of all, let's see. Okay, this is the limit for canvas. We can't color this one for some reason. And this will look darker by default. Okay. This is good for some pixel art, but what shall I draw? Actually, since I have red already, maybe I should make a strawberry. Let's start with a rough shape. Can be a bit bigger. We'll just pretend this is a bruise on the strawberry instead of anything else. Because shading is a thing I do want to do a little bit. Alright. Our colors are pretty limited, but yeah, a little bit shiny and I do think the contrast between colors is a bit big to really do nice subtle shading. Okay, I'm gonna put this back on red in case I need it. This is going to be a bit of green. Alright. Alright, not too bad. Now for the seeds. It looks a bit bright, actually. No, definitely not. We're gonna stick with this one. This can work here. Doesn't seem quite right. Guess we don't have much of a choice here. Alright, our strawberry is done. Not the best I've drawn, but decent enough. And I do believe I have spoken to everyone now. Oh, what the hell? Since when are there so many? I know there's been some updates, but I never actually scrolled down on these because I didn't think there would be that many. Romanceable? Romanceables I haven't met? Okay. Guess I better not make my choice too soon. Alright, that was the festival. And now it's evening. Hang on. They're all gonna be asleep, aren't they? Yeah, no chance of doing that quest. Alright. Hang on. Company. What the fuck is that kind of a name? Nope. This one. An hour and a half. We can wait for that. Any milk. Do you have anything else that could turn into milk? Can we do anything with that actually? Nope. Nope. I generally have no idea what these are even used for. I guess maybe a dish, considering the description. I don't think there's anything here. Yeah. Oh, we have a fish in here. I didn't realize. Right. We are keeping those for area specific reasons. Guess I'll go do a little. Oh, I can try out my new harpoon. Alright. Let's see what difference that gives. We should be able to find fish that we couldn't before. But whether those are here or not is a different matter. Well, we've caught that one before, but I think it's one of the most expensive fish. Ooh, new one. Zeus. We've caught a god. Alright, I'm gonna run back. Don't wanna stay up too late. Let's take a quick moment to assess what we have. Since we have 3 spots, I think these will give us... Oh my god. This was the most expensive one we had. And this is gonna give us so much money, guys. We're not gonna get into until the next episode, but this is promising. Okay, let's drop that off. We're gonna get rich. And then we'll spend all our money on buildings and stuff, as one does. Alright, that's gonna be it for today's. Ooh, 72. And southern contribution box, that will be on the southern field. Yeah, we did pretty great. And that will be it for today's episode. I will see you guys next time. Bye!